Ladies, gentlemen, and those held in contempt of gender, welcome back to the Dire Bear Adventuring Company. It is once again Saturday night, which means it's time for another episode of the Stolen Cities. Oh boy, we're getting into some fun stuff over here. As always, I am joined by the lovely Venelin, the beguiling Ralokan, our blind not bandit Cross. Please don't become a bandit. And the newly found absolute unit, Jason. When we last left our adventurers, they, in conjunction with the Artemisians, had engaged in a bloody fight with Vedran in the middle of Times Square. Meanwhile, Cross fought to keep the blood god Sangren, whom the party had separated from Vedran, at bay. And Jason struggled to move the floating Isle of New Manhattan out of harm's way, so that should it fall, the people of it would be safe, as well as the people of the surface who would certainly die. And as the fight reached its climax, and Vedran finally seemed on the ropes, Venelin and Ralakan watched as a massive sword plunged through the vampire lord's chest, and a single robotic hand reached out, grabbing him by the shoulder, and yanking him into the massive oak tree that the Artemisians used to make their entrance. Yes? Yes, Schmurder?
No, go ahead, continue.
The party finally rendezvoused once the island was successfully out of harm's way. Yeah, you did.
I'm in the Feywilds with Vedran.
No, you two went in, and then Jason and Cross went to find you.
Aren't I still piloting the island? That thing ain't gonna drive
Cross,
itself.
did you not go in to find him? Find them?
Cross did.
Oh boy, Jason didn't. Oh, that's great.
Who else is gonna pilot the thing?
When we ended, I think the plan was that he was going to get it out far enough and then join them, which means the theory was that he wasn't going to be that far behind Cross.
Okay.
But
Fair enough.
Ralakan and Venelin are absolutely in the Feywilds after Vedran.
Okay. So we're going to do this in order then. Venelin and Ralakan. You guys find yourselves, surprisingly enough, not within the main hall of the Fey Court of Intent as you have in the past, but you guys find yourself directly inside of Levi's workshop. From what you can tell, this seems to be a chamber placed behind his forge. As you can see, the various pipes and metal framing that would construct the forge itself from sort of a backwards angle, as though the forge were keeping such a room secret.
Is said door open?
The door is open. And laying on the floor before you is a gravely wounded Vedran. And standing before him are two entities. One of them you guys can immediately identify through the emblazoned Roman numerals on his shoulder pauldrons as V6, who is holding, absolutely covered in blood, a very large greatsword, which you can presume through not even having to roll insight, as the weapon that pierced Vedran's body before he was dragged inside. The second is Levi, who seems to have been waiting very expectantly for you two to arrive.
Well, now I've got to say, as surprises go, this ranks in the top 10.
I might have another one for you. Ralagan, that book I gave you.
Oh,
That book I gave you, Ralagan, I need it now.
Okay.
You hand him the book. And as he holds it in his hands, you can see the cover of it begin to distort and warp as he holds it. It almost looks as though it is burning, as though a second cover were placed over it. And as it does so, you can see that the leather that holds this book in place looks severely burned.
Uh-huh.
He immediately takes his left hand, the one not holding the book, and takes a large slathering of blood from V6's greatsword before placing it on his thumb and sliding it across one of the last pages of.
Uh-huh. Ral is, very much not pleased by the events going on. I just wanted a nice, simple, let's whack him and be done with it. No. People gotta make this weird.
Weird. Weird. I believe the phrase you're looking for is complicated.
Not incorrect.
As long as Sangren is still alive, he's going to continue looking to reunite himself with Vedran. And as long as Vedran's soul is still bound to this plane, it will continue to search for Sangren to reanimate it.
So what do you need us to do?
Thankfully, you've already done it. You've brought him to a weakened enough state where I could bring him here. Another plane of existence where Sangren, hopefully, cannot reach. And I intend to seal him further with the help of one of our old friends.
V6, I presume.
Unfortunately not. And he kind of holds up the visibly burned book to you guys.
Oh, no.
No, 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 no. No, no, no.
Is he
No.
gonna know you're doing this? You do realize that that particular Archfey doesn't like us very much because we burnt his book.
Oh dear.
That particular Archfey believes that we destroyed his book.
So you're going to bind Vedran to the Archfey through the book. Look, I'm certainly not as smart as my father was, but that sounds like a really dumb idea.
It binds his soul to a plane wholly separate from that through which he is bound to Sangren. It is quite possibly the strongest way I can devise of making sure that his soul cannot find its way back.
I mean, it's better than my plan.
Was your plan to kill him, then wait for him to come back and they kill him again? And again?
Kill
Again?
kill God through the power of friendship.
We tried that.
That presents a second problem. I don't have a method of permanently sealing Sangren away.
Oh god. I know how to hunt night creatures. Killing a god is well beyond my scope of expertise.
I can seal him temporarily. The same power that was used to create the later V models, I can use as a sort of temporary stopgap, much akin to how Vedran used his essence as a phylactery. However, it won't hold for very long.
Why not tie it to one of our life forces?
Because giving one of you over to Sangren would be to subject you to an overwhelming, corrupting force.
No, I think you misunderstand me. Tie it to one of our life forces, as in our life force is the timer. If you seal it away, and it can only be undone after a certain amount of time, but that time is attributed to somebody who has a rather long lifespan that gives us more time to figure out another solution. And you have two of them standing before you.
One of them nigh immortal.
She's just gonna look at you like,
Yeah, I'm gonna bring that card up.
do you have a better plan? Because what it sounds like is what we need is time.
I had that plan. And you see him pull forward his robe. And as he does, you look upon the visage of a gaunt, nigh emaciated high elf. He looks almost skeletal, which truly belies the feats of strength that you've seen from him. Until you look to his shoulder to see that there is a massive, gaping gash where one would expect the upper shoulder and arm to be, replaced almost entirely by the varying mechanisms and servos that you've been seeing on Jason since you met him.
Oh.
I haven't been entirely honest with you.
Wow, what a surprise. Somebody we've trusted hasn't been completely honest with us. Ralakan, are you surprised?
Surprise Pikachu face.
Cross,
You definitely shouldn't be talking to these two about surprises and not being entirely truthful.
Cross, this part is where you're coming in. I can't say the words allow me to introduce myself without thinking of Jay-Z. Maybe it's a New York thing, I don't know. But after a deep and heavy sigh as he looks upon his robotic arm, he looks up to you and he goes, "My name is Veltrin."
Wait, Veltrin? As in the brother that's been trying to kill Vedran?
He kind of gives you a soft bow.
Venolin is just gonna reach over to Ralakan. She's gonna take his hand. She's going to fist it on the back of her shirt and just don't let go.
Ral kind of like pinching his crown, just like, yeah, okay.
I'm gonna kill you! At which point she is going to struggle to get away from Ralakan, but we're not gonna do the... Not so hard he's gonna lose the grip. Like, it is...
Unfortunately, I highly doubt you'd be able to. And he very slowly unhinges his mask to reveal a set of very nice pearly whites that you've recognized on a number of people.
Oh, wonderful!
I'm sorry. Did this man basically just you won't me?
Mother...
I believe he did. That's the McDonald's sip before somebody's gonna regret happens.
Y'all gonna make me act up.
Baz,
Uh-huh.
high or low?
Hi.
Okay. She is barely restraining herself from the you won't taunt. Telling a vampire hunter can't kill them. Fucking watch me. But she barely restrains herself. Barely.
That would have been a fun mid-boss. You guys entertaining Veltrin for an hour.
Yeah, this, as if Vampire Skynet wasn't like the worst thing to happen. Now we literally just have vampire cyborgs.
Again.
We got Vampire Skynet, we got Vampire Kel'Thuzad, and now we got Vampire Terminator. I hope you guys like vampires. They're kind of a theme.
No, do not like them currently at this moment in time, no.
I unerring and and accidentally made Trevor Belmont. I'm ready.
Are we gonna punch Dracula in the face?
You guys kind of already did.
We kind of
Fair
did
enough.
kind of already do
Yeah,
that.
we kinda did.
And it wasn't even me who did it. As I stare knowingly at Tim.
Awesome.
No, I just get thrown around like a rag doll and wind up unconscious because everybody else has bejesus for health.
As Michael Chiklis said, more money than God.
I love that phrase.
Yeah, it's kind of like the polar opposite if you get killed walking off. But in any case,
You're the one who hates that phrase, not me.
yeah, because it's the worst phrase ever spoken in the movie. The Veltrin looks solemnly at you.
Are you alright?
Ignore that. Veltrin looks solemnly at the party, and his attention is immediately grabbed by Cross. As Cross, this is the part where you are kind of making your way through the tree and into the secret chamber. You are just now watching as you can not necessarily see, but feel Vedran's essence being pulled from his body and into that book. That book is very recognizable to you.
Okay, I realized that punching a blood god and suplexing it was a bad idea, but whose stupid idea is this one?
Point. Immediately just point.
At who?
Veltrin.
Cross, I'm sorry. Can you run that by me again? You did what to the blood god?
Yeah, you know, now I think about it. Also, what? You did what to a what now?
No, the blood god. No, we know about the blood god. Veltrin just mentioned that you did what to it?
Oh, so when you guys kind of severed the connection, it tried to escape, and, well, I was keeping it busy.
You don't have it in you, do you?
No, it actually ran away.
What a bitch.
Oh my.
He mentioned something about that there were other hosts that he could go to.
Oh fuck.
Well,
And one of them is our wonderful friend Allison.
fuck!
We need to kill him yesterday already.
Yes. Yes, we do. Also, I'm going to apologize if any of you are hearing, like, small bits of feedback on stream from my microphone. It is my air conditioning unit, and there's nothing I can do about that.
It's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot. Need ice cream.
It is hot in Topeka.
But, yeah. Jason's still moving the island. It should be in position shortly. So what exactly is happening?
We're trying to force Sanguine into a body that we can manage? Question mark, I think.
Well, I guess that could make sense, but...
So, Veltrin?
Mm-hmm.
Please inform us. What is your
Oh,
exact...
you figured that one out too?
Huh?
Oh, I found out that a little while ago. When he was talking about how he knew so much about Jason.
And you didn't want to tell us why?
I thought it was obvious.
Okay,
Fish! Not smart!
Fedalin is just gonna gently cup Cross's face. Despite the fact that Ralakan and I are very street smart, we're fucking idiots! And you need to tell us these things! Because we're dumb!
As I said, fish! Not smart! I love Waffle.
I also love Waffle. And Otter. I love that Otter is also here with us.
Oh yes, I just read that, yeah. Oh good lord.
But yes, next time you figure something out, please share with the rest of the class because the rest of the class are a bunch of idiots. I am not afraid to admit when I am dumb.
Okay.
We all have fish brain at some times.
I was about to say,
It's a
sometimes
state
we're
of
all fish
being.
brain.
That
Lucas
was
is particularly fish brain on Fridays from 5 to 8.
Mm-hmm.
that was me this morning running the virtual weekend. For whatever reason, my brain did not want to compute the words shield maiden. Because
I mean,
the words that I needed to say were storm maiden, and I kept saying shield maiden.
Why not Iron Maiden?
Well, no, I watched way too much Vikings a while ago. And they're called shield maidens, not storm maidens. Anyway, moving on. We are not here to play Vikings. We are here to kill vampires! Because apparently we're in that kind of story. Wait, is Ralakan Blade?
We don't have to talk about that.
Fishblade. He's swordfish.
I'm sorry.
I dig it.
Good night, everybody.
We're halfway into stream!
You don't know Waffle. They haven't been to Norway yet.
This is true. This is
What
true.
do you mean yet?
We got
Well,
tier
true,
3
this-
coming, my dude.
Oh yeah.
This entire campaign currently has only been localized to New York.
Not even to New York. To the island of
Of
Manhattan.
Manhattan.
New York!
I just told you guys that, like, the entirety of Long Island exists here.
Long Island is a concept.
I'm driving this island straight to Norway.
I wish Long Island. No! Good night, everybody! now we're... Now we're...
Waffle, so is it chance!
I'm driving this island straight to Norway!
Oh my Jesus Christ.
I'm
You know what the worst part is? You could.
We know! Oh man, Jason's gone rogue. He's done with the party. He's just gonna drive New Manhattan to Norway. He's gonna go meet up with vampire Vikings.
Oh
Oh shit. I'm lightheaded from laughing. I need to get some fucking oxygen to my brain before I give myself a headache. Oh.
God. Where the hell were we?
It was right after Venelin reminded you that her and Ralakan are both idiots.
Ah,
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'll try to be more mindful of that in the future.
Not Norway, that's for damn sure, Waffle.
So, I take it that with this knowledge now in hand, I take it that you were planning for this contingency, Veltron? That he could just find another?
Unfortunately, My plan only went so far as being able to temporarily seal him for the time being, while we figure out a way to either find his physical form or otherwise kill him permanently. Because without a host and without a similar binding agent such as the... Damn it, Waffle! Maddie, that's a mic to your joke.
That
I
joke
can't
hurt
give
my
it-
body and soul.
I can't give a viewer inspiration. I've already given Waffle his own character in New Manhattan. I can't give him inspiration. I can't bring him into the Zoom call to thank him for his service to this country.
No, but I can give him the Stolen Cities role and he can pop into chat.
Ooh. Oh yeah, if he's in here, yeah, sure. Let's
If
Let's
Waffle
talk-
would so desire, we would be willing to bring him in voice only just because I don't have time to get a new overlay made.
Oh yeah. But in any case. Okay. Venelin put forth the idea of binding his seal to one of your life forces, presuming that one of the more prone to longevity among you could keep him sealed for a long enough time that you could devise a more efficient solution. However, I severely worry that binding you to him in any way would make you susceptible to his influence somewhat.
Perhaps, but is that not a risk that we would be willing to take?
Well, I don't mean to thrust this as an idea or volunteer or anything, but I was able to repel him with my spirit alone. I might be able to hold him off long enough until we can find another way.
Your connection to the Radiant Magics may be one of the few things that gives you an edge in that department. However, binding his soul to yours would, or his essence to yours, might prove taxing on the mind, especially the longer you continue to go about it.
Well, then perhaps that leaves me. It's hard to magically charm an elf. And I am not susceptible to a radiant soul of any kind. Mostly because I don't think I have one anymore.
That's oddly self-deprecating.
It is what she believes.
Well, okay then.
Like, I don't know what you want from me. This is what she believes.
Damn, she believes some fuck shit.
Yes. Yes, she does.
You mentioned about finding Sanguine's body and destroying it, and that should sever his connection, right?
But obviously, any essence that he would have to be tied to a main body. However, depending on how far away it is, it could take a considerable amount of time to find. However, given his influence and his ability to bind with Vedran, it would have to be on Earth. It would be highly unlikely that it rested on another plane of existence.
Well, that narrows it down to at least one plane.
Well, given that you really don't have a method of extraplanar travel other than to here, that significantly narrows down your search.
True.
Yep.
Don't be stuck in the 9 hells looking for a blood god. I had a story about that once.
I was gonna say, I was expecting a story coming from you, but I actually didn't really expect you to legitimately have a story.
Everyone's got stories.
What's this story from the 9 hells, Alex?
Nothing at all. What are you talking about?
Looks at Dante's Inferno.
Looks, fuck that. Looks at Descent into Avernus. Yeah, congratulations. You got the joke. Like, it was not a particularly deep cut. Okay? Like, I didn't just make a joke about the Toxic Avenger or Inspector Gadget or Doug. Like,
Oddly weird specific thing to call out.
yeah, who the fuck knows Doug? Fuck Doug. If there's a Doug watching this, we love you. You're not the Doug we're talking about, and the point is that you don't know the Doug we're talking.
Wasn't Doug a TV show when we were kids?
It was definitely a TV show when we were kids.
And Ralakan automatically hates Doug because his alter ego is Quail Man.
Oh yeah, no. Fair enough.
And here comes Waffle with What About Quail Man?
Fuck Quail Man. All my fish people hate Quail Man.
Fuck Quail Man. All my homies hate Quail Man. There's an Aarakocra somewhere who, like, the locals only know as Quail Man.
Yeah, because he's fucking a midget. Quail are tiny as hell.
Just like a Halucha-sized Aarakocra.
Oh my God. Anyway.
Well, could it be possible that we can try and bind him to 2 different souls then? Divide his attention? It might make him weaker.
I feel like not binding him to a soul at all might be a bit better, though it would be more temporary.
Well, I guess the question is, do we want safe or do we want time? Because we aren't going to get both.
Idea. Is it possible, and in any shape or form, to bind him to an object that is really easy to be lost to the annals of time?
You mean like this ring of mind shielding?
I was thinking more like a rock that we tied to the bottom of the ocean.
I, honest to God, forgot that you had a ring of mind shielding, Tim.
Yeah, that was my last bit gambit if he was actually going to try and take over my body.
Thank you, Tim. Because I'm going to be real. There's a reason you had that fucking thing.
I thought I had that. I thought I was given that thing because of Nella here.
Of course you were. Definitely. Without a doubt.
Hooray, ring Deus Ex Machina.
And there's only one purpose for anything I do. I promise.
Is Sanguine's body hidden in Sabaro?
No.
No, it's hidden
No.
in famous Familia's pizza.
Are we back to the Sabaro argument?
I'm sorry, I was just making a poorly timed joke.
No. I just want to know if we're back on the Sabaro.
Tim, they remodeled the entirety of Penn Station. It looks absolutely hideous. And the one thing that is exactly where it was is Sabaro. That's not a joke.
No, I'm aware.
I hate it here.
Gross.
Spaz, you don't want to look at New Penn Station.
I don't want to look at New Terminal B at LaGuardia Airport, but I gotta work there, so you know what? Let's continue with the game.
You're right. Okay. So,
Wait, what does that ring do? Cross?
Well, it's a ring that effectively helps shield one's mind from mental assaults. And sort of protects, mind, body, and soul, that kind of thing.
Even against
but-
such beings like a blood god?
Mm-hmm. Well, effectively, the other thing is that it has a bit of a extra little trick to it where you can store somebody's soul within inside of it. Usually this happens when the wielder of it, person wearing it, dies. But it does have the potential to store a soul or a mind, if it were.
Interesting.
Sorry to interrupt, Alex. Am I still piloting the island?
no, by this point you would be on your way.
Okay.
You have arrived at your destination.
Mind the gap.
Oh, yeah, y'all are make-believe people.
What does that matter?
I have no
Eh?
idea.
Our subways still have gaps
Excuse
when
me?
you're trying to get on them!
Yeah, but like, we don't have mind the gap here.
We don't
Here we're
actually.
stupid.
Island
No.
comes
It's not that we're stupid. It's that we don't care.
Island just comes crashing down into the Long Island Sound. Your Uber has arrived.
You know what? That shit could crash in the nautical mile and it wouldn't stop the party.
We have to roll the
Uh, but, yes. That is all I really know about what the ring can do. I'm not that magically inclined. As clever as I am, even I tend to neglect my studies.
I think my father might be rolling in his grave to know that I never actually finished my magical studies. But, now I'm wishing I had.
It's a miracle I can read.
I'm sure you can understand my animosity with libraries.
Yes, of course. It's hard to enjoy a library when, I suppose you can't read.
Especially when libraries are often manned by giant centipede things that think they're gods.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you're giving a vampire lich that thinks he's God to an archfey in a library who thinks he's God. They'll get along famously.
I mean, I feel like this is still not as bad as the time that I gave a lich to an archdevil in exchange for a pair of wings.
Okay. For a quick moment here. On a scale of 1 to 10 on bad ideas, what if we give Sanguine's name to Nella here?
I feel like that ranks a 15.
Honestly, between it feels like between jumping down and attacking a vampire high lord with blood magic while you are still a fledgling vampire with a net versus 1v1ing a chronomancer and calling him names because he's running away, like that's gonna do something. Like it
feel
feels
like
like in
this-
I
between there.
forgot you did that too.
I think this plan is dumb as shit, and I think we should absolutely do it.
Then I'm going to abort this idea because every single time I say a bad idea, we somehow end up doing it.
Damn right.
No, I forgot one more. It's there's also like
On a scale of 1 to 10, this is flossing a Tarrasque.
Flossing is important to proper dental hygiene.
Tim,
Yes. But a Tarrasque?
fuck Tarrasques.
They have to get the villages out of their teeth somehow.
No. No. Oh.
Okay. Right. So, would something like that work? Maybe not just this ring, but maybe just another artifact?
The ring could work. However, since you're attuned to it, it would still subject you to his influence, though significantly less severely, thanks to the ring's power.
Okay.
I could do it, if that is what you want.
If it buys us time to try and find his body, I think it might be for the best. And in worst case, we just travel to New Zealand and just chuck it into a volcano.
Are there even active volcanoes in this
I
world?
think the closest volcano would be in Italy.
No, Yellowstone erupted in this world.
Well, yeah, but we're piloting an island.
Yeah, but is Yellowstone active? At
Yes,
this
yes.
time? In your world, not, looking
In
at
this
it?
world, yes.
It feels weird to have to clarify that.
It could be
In
Norway.
Norway,
I mean, we could also just find the deepest part in the ocean and just drop it. And then with any luck, it gets eaten by something dumb.
Like an even bigger fish.
There is always a bigger fish. I am absolutely not saying that because Alex and I watched The Phantom Menace last night.
Okay. Do you have any objections to this, guys?
I think it's a good idea. It certainly gives us more time.
And it's better than just immediately binding it to our souls.
Yep.
Okay. And how do you do this? And is it going to hurt?
Asking about
We'll need to go
Quilly.
back to the control room. I'll
Do
need
we-
to interact with the orb directly.
Okay.
Hmm. Cross will take a second to look down at Veteran and then to the book. Well, at least Veteran finally got what he wanted.
To be fair, he's not dead yet.
Well, if Nella here takes him, it's sort of like being penned in a book. It doesn't really fade, and is almost eternal.
Suppose. They did actually want depth. And I feel almost bad that I can't give it to him.
Well, let's be off then, because time is of the essence.
Yes. You might want to cover up again.
Oh yeah, I've been needing to ask, how did the battle with the Artemisians go?
Well, we wound up siding with the Artemisians, so
And this is the point where Jason comes in.
Hello.
oh good. You got the ship over water, I'm assuming.
Absolutely. Should this island go to sea level, we shall be in a safe place away from any sort of harm to any of the surrounding areas.
Good. Thank you for that, Jason.
You are very welcome. Anytime. How are you all? I see you all survived your encounter with Veteran and the Artemisians.
Yes,
Wonderful.
Venolin will get him kind of caught up on the short of the long of what's going to happen.
Understood.
So we're going to need to go back to the control room, which means we're probably going to need you to let us in. Unless, of course,
Absolutely.
V6, and she points to V6, is going to acquiesce.
With Veteran properly sealed, nothing would stop me from helping.
Mm-hmm.
If I may interject, as I do have a question regarding the plan to seal Sanguine Soul.
Mm-hmm.
So, I understand that we do have the Ring of Mind shielding. That's the plan we're going to go with?
Yes.
Cool. Now, at the risk of potentially having Sanguine take control of the Wielder Soul, what about me? As I am unsure if I even have a soul to begin with. Potentially, it could just go straight to the ring, without having to worry about any sort of...
Technically, you do. And V6 does the thing again where he opens up his chassis to reveal that spear in his chest.
Hmm.
When Veltrin created us, he fragmented a piece of his soul,
Oh, yes.
putting it in each of us. As such, I am relatively confident that you have one, and thus could potentially be subject to Sangren's influence, despite the dubious nature of his proposition of taking your body.
Understood. Thank you for the clarification. Yes, Cross, it seems like you have something to say.
No. I just was kind of thinking Veltrin might have had something to say to you.
He will turn his head to Veltrin. Yes, Veltrin.
You are even more splendid than I imagined. Prepared by V4, I take it. I hope
Absolutely.
you are too scattered by your impact on the surface.
There has been a little bit of scattering. Some information that I may get mixed up. But overall, I believe I am faring well. And thank you for your compliments. And thank you for lending me a piece of your soul.
I'm glad you're still here. My creations are quite something, and it was quite disturbing to have them used against me.
Certainly understand. But I would have to say, once again, I do truly appreciate you giving me, so to speak, a life. And Jason will kind of like lower his head in sort of a kindly bow and flash green lights from his eyes.
And Veltrin kind of reaches out his not robotic arm for a handshake.
Jason will reciprocate. in a cool but firm handshake. Well, it's always going to be firm, as he literally cannot have a soft handshake.
He lacks the prerequisite fleshy bits.
Right.
Okay, well, we gotta
So
go back
what will
to
you
command. Yeah, we gotta go back to command central. So
Mm-hmm.
we should probably do that.
Indeed.
You guys return through the tree to find yourselves back in Times Square. And before you, seeming to have been like preparing to enter the tree themselves, are the Artemisians.
Uh-huh.
Farron is still in his dragon form, kind of holding Patricia on his back, who is still unconscious, by the way.
Ralph's just gonna step behind Jason real quick.
Jason is immediately drawing his weapons.
And Keisha and Kieran are just kind of like standing in front of them.
No combat, no more. The fight is
Understood.
over.
Is he dead?
He will be. There's something larger at play. We're handling it.
That
Perhaps you should
blood
go heal.
deity thing, right?
Yes. Maybe you should go home and heal yourselves.
Take a vacation.
Go lay on the beach or something.
We'll be back.
Yep, I know. Rest well.
Yes. You did well.
And wordlessly, the four of them inch past you in what ways they can. Back through the tree and into the Feywilds.
The control room is in Grand Central Station?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Which isn't far.
Okay.
You guys take Veltrin with you to Grand Central Station. The guards are at first resistant until Veltrin lifts his hood, revealing his visage to them. And the guards unexpectedly immediately part their weapons and allow you ingress.
You know what? I'm not gonna ask. I feel like I'm gonna get angry if I ask, so I'm just not gonna ask.
Ain't that a whole mood?
Very wise.
Venelin will lead the way up to the control room.
You guys head down into the control room, where the orb still remains, back to its normal size, but very clearly vibrating rapidly and moving quite shakily throughout the structure. Cross, it is still open from when you placed your hand inside.
Hmm.
And Veltrin promptly instructs you to touch the ring to the outside of the orb so that he can perform the sealing ritual.
Alright, and like this.
You place the ring on the outside of the orb, and the entire party can hear this shrill animal howling coming from it, as it immediately begins to warble and undulate, while attempting to pry itself loose from the ring, as you can see it immediately begin to shrink down into it. Almost immediately, Veltrin pulls forth that same book and seems to be chanting something in what starts out as Elven, but very quickly changes into a language you're pretty sure you don't understand. Anyone here speak Primordial?
I was going to say, Ral does. That's part
Wow,
of
you
me.
speak Primordial?
I speak Primordial.
If I'm not mistaken, it's one of the languages you get for being a Simic hybrid.
Yee.
So Ralakan, is he fucking us?
I don't know. Is he?
He says in rhythmic chanting tones, Sangren, god of blood, first of the blood drinkers. We bid your soul reprieve from this mortal plane.
Yeah, he's casting an exorcism.
I'm kind of just like relaying everything that Veltrin is saying, but like in very much not rhythmic chanting.
He keeps saying, Sangren, god of blood, first of the blood drinkers. We bid your soul reprieve from this mortal plane.
God damn it.
He's Simic hybrid Christopher Walken now.
Why does he sound like Chris Walken?
Well, he's Chris sitting right now, so.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright. Did not
Eventually-
realize that we were suddenly either, Space Matthew McConaughey or Outcast.
Yes. Eventually, Cross, you watch as the orb shrinks further and further until it is finally fully sealed inside the ring. The green gem that once made up of it now turned to a deep, deep blood red. done.
Anyone up for turkey?
I am up for a nice long soak in that tub in the hotel.
And as you say that, you guys suddenly, you need a dexterity saving throw?
For
Now,
Everyone.
I was about to bring up the fact that this was the thing that was keeping the island in the sky.
Yep.
I
That's
would
a,
like to ask for a mulligan.
That's a 22 for Jason.
I rolled a nat
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
one. Let's talk about this.
Oh no.
That is a 19 plus 8 for 27.
Wow, and how about you, Cross?
I also got a 27.
Well,
Dumbass vampire.
why you gotta be so mean? No, Waffle, keep your seatbelt on.
Please keep your seatbelt on and your hands inside the ride at all times.
Fish folk can't land on their feet.
No, but we can flop on the deck. Oh no.
And there goes his internet.
Oh no! No,
So it
no,
also turns out that the Blood God was also powering his internet.
no!
Fuck you.
We got that perfectly.
It was really good timing, Alex. The city starts falling, your internet craps out for a second.
This would be a nice time for a small collective We're going to do a 3, 2,
Hold
1.
on. Let me get sound pad up. I've got one.
Okay, sure. 3, 2, 1. As the party, hey, Otter. Thanks, Otter. As you guys immediately grab onto the nearest thing that will make sure that you stay grounded, with the exception of Ralakan, who has suddenly grown an affinity for base jumping.
No. I think what happened is I tried to grab onto something, but the closest thing I grabbed onto was my arm.
So,
Because you're holding your arms, you can't manta glide.
aren't we inside of a building though?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You ever ridden on the Gravitron?
Yes.
That's basically what happens. Y'all fall up and kind of hit the ceiling for a minute.
I'm really hoping nobody is going out for a walk right now. They're
Well,
fucked.
If
Well,
they
most of them
were,
evacuated to their homes.
if they were, it's gonna suck.
Sucks to suck.
I am not in a, fancy schmancy artificer armor that can fly, so, and I don't have wings, so,
Are
rest
you
in
still
peace.
wearing your wingsuit?
I am. But when I say, I mean actual wings that I could fly
Oh, yeah.
with. This is gonna allow me to glide, but I wouldn't be able to grab anybody.
Hang on a second.
Falling with style?
Hang on. You're making me get, my spare D6s out, Spaz.
Oh, fuck! Let's talk about this.
Are there any D6s in here? There are no D6s in here. What the fuck? I guess I'll just have to use D10s.
Let's talk about this!
It's fine. It's fine. This is 8. So I'll have to roll this. Yeah, okay. What's your HP? Oh, that's fine. You'll be fine.
Wow, I love when the DM asks, "What's your HP?"
Let's talk about this, please!
You want to know what my HP is? Concerned.
My HP is concerned. That's up there with my HP is barely legal.
I forgot I said that.
I also forgot you said that. You said some dumb shit throughout this campaign.
10.
And I'd like to point out, I was sober through most of that.
The ever quotable Protestant Medina.
Oh.
I love how insert religion in last name has now become a tagline for me.
I mean, is it wrong?
It might be.
Only if we get the religion wrong. Like, are you not a Catholic?
We don't gotta talk about that.
So you are. Just remember, by pleading the fifth, you are basically admitting to the guilt. And the accusation.
Did you heal before, like, after the last combat?
Neither of us did.
None of you have.
I only took 12 points of damage throughout that fight because I was hiding throughout most of it. Taking pot shots like the scumbag I am.
See, I did not, but somebody decided it was going to be in his best interest to heal me.
Okay, Ralakan. I have finally rolled all of the requisite D6s.
Uh-huh!
And as you guys all make your superhero landings as the island hits the water, you guys are met with a loud, oh yeah, no. Here's another deep cut. Drake and Josh. The rest of you squatted and prayed before you leapt. You did the and you touched down. Spaz just read the acronym and said, "That spells splat."
Uh-huh! Ha ha.
66
It's
points of damage.
like Jason's gonna have to be carrying you again.
As you just ah!
I think we need a
You know what?
spatula to get him back up.
Because I took that much damage, Alex, I'm gonna bully you now.
That's right. You were just cursed and followed by that number.
So
You took 66 damage. It wasn't 69 damage.
it was 66, not 69. But because it took that much damage, I didn't go splat. I went I felt his soul drain from his body.
See, it's not the fall, it's just the sudden stop at the end.
So this is what Clayton felt like.
Ralakan really feels like the Carmine of this group, if anybody's played Gears of War. This motherfucker either dies or gets maimed.
All I know is in Gears of War 3, Dom dies. That's it.
It's super sad. Spoilers for Gears of War 3, even though it's 10 years old.
I'm sorry, there's no such thing as spoilers once it's a year old.
10. At that. Jesus.
It's real sad. I don't know what you want.
Dom did it for his family.
Shut!
I'm not gonna lie, that meme got real old immediately.
I'm still not tired of it. Fuck off. Also, Black Widow did nothing for the Dom family meme, considering how hard it tried to be like a found family movie. Okay. You guys finally get back on your feet, with the exception of Ralakan, who doesn't look like he has feet anymore.
Does he seem to be laying there making pained whale noises?
No, I'm splashing. Ralakan, you splash. It did nothing.
He's just like twitching on the ground with a mere 14 hit points remaining, but also probably having broken almost every bone in his fishy body.
Is everyone okay?
Of course. Did you, forget that really important part where you needed to, tuck and roll as you landed?
I thought I was landing in water for some reason.
You know, you'd think for a vampire you'd have been smarter enough to just turn into a bat.
I could do that?
Oh, God.
Do you require assistance, Ralakan?
Poor favor.
Understood. As as Jason goes to try and scrape you off the ground and carry you.
Was this another one of those moments where I knew something important and probably should have said something?
No.
No!
No. I'm dumb.
No, this was us kind of just forgetting that powered the city as it floated. Probably should have put out a warning to the city to make sure people were in their homes, so we might find dead bodies dropping out of the sky once we go up top, but
Dear.
yeah.
They're vampires, they'll live.
They'll
We'll
just
fix
turn
it in
into
post.
bats!
We'll fix it in post.
We're not fucking time mancers, you bastard! We are not chronomancers! That is another campaign altogether!
Shit, we can do that.
Oh my god.
Crossover time.
Suddenly. We didn't fall through the air, we fell through dimensions.
Oh yeah, this is an isekai now.
Oh god.
Who knew that the entirety of A Game of Time was located at the bottom of the East River?
Johnny Cement knew.
But he did have such a lovely pair of shoes.
Oh god.
Oh shit, we're in Norway.
Apparently we really want to go to Norway.
Yo, peeps want to go to Norway.
At this point, I just want to know if there are Viking vampires.
Well, I had a plan for where Sanguine's body was going to be, but if we were going to Norway...
No, I feel like as a group we need to go to Norway on a vacation, despite the fact that we do have to deal with this particular MacGuffin. But also, I feel like we need a filler episode in Norway. I feel
Beach
like we
episode
deserve.
in Norway.
I feel like we deserve a filler episode in Norway.
At this point, yeah.
Where we slather up Ralakan with enough sunscreen that he's not gonna burst into flames.
Well, Norway's pretty cold, actually.
Yeah, but we've been living outside of the sun for most of our lives.
Yeah.
Anything in the sun is gonna be warmer than down there. And besides, if you're gonna have a...
turns out to be just relatively unchanged.
Oh my god, could you imagine if it was only the US that turned into this dystopian landscape and the world is, rotating on without a problem? Like, what do you mean you're from dystopia, New Manhattan? What do you mean the world didn't end? Why didn't you help us? I feel like the answer might actually wind up being, fuck the United States.
This wasn't the intention, but you're really making me want to rewrite this entire campaign. That said, yo, fuck.
Well, we'll save the rest of this for after session discussion.
Moral.
Oh god,
There's
it's
more.
a snake.
Oh no, V9 is here again.
It might be best if we save the rest of this discussion for after session.
Yeah.
I agree.
Also, I'm pretty sure we just lost Adia.
It really.
You're roboting really bad. You are choppy and you're choppy in both voice and video.
Oh god. Oh, DM turned into a snake. Oh, awful. Oh no, I think I lost him.
Hello.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Everything is broken.
Oh no.
And
So we land in Norway.
Huh.
I would like to make a perception check.
Jason is gone now!
Can you guys hear me alright?
Still a little choppy.
Can you guys see me already?
No.
Yes.
Your camera's not on.
I do see a very handsome selfie though, in Cross's frame. There we are.
Good news, Relican. We have finally arrived in Norway.
In what now?
You're not in fucking Norway.
You're not the dungeon master now.
Excuse you?
Take a look at the
I
screen.
am the lore
I'm
keeper,
facing
and this is
Lord
my
Cross,
story.
And he's now the dungeon master.
No! Your son?
Everyone's
Okay,
vampire
look, it's
Vikings
where
now.
I'm going. Beep boop. I am the son.
Okay. Alex, I think you're gonna need to go and do that whole reset of your router thing again. And we're gonna have to wait for our dear Wonderful Venolin to come back to fix the stream
Dear
windows.
Oh,
moment.
she's gonna be so happy.
Oh, she's gotta be pissed. She left for 5 minutes and we broke everything.
Can you guys hear me all right?
A little. It's a little choppy.
Smooth like chunky peanut butter.
That's not how that works.
You've also turned into a slideshow.
Oh my. Whoever invented the common cold needs to go away. Oh no.
Oh no.
Hello?
Whoa.
Can you hear me?
Somewhat. Hello, Venolin. I am the DM now. We are now in Vampire Norway. Oh, she doesn't even have her.
Give her a second. Okay, so, to catch you up, Jason's the DM now. We're in Vampire Norway.
Mm-hmm.
And Alex doesn't have an internet connection.
I am on Zoom. I am also in Discord. Uh-huh. Okay.
Take your time. Anyhow, let's take a moment here. How are we doing today, chat?
Jason, a story.
Oh, a story, you say? Ah, jeez, I think I'm fresh out of stories. Oh no.
Give me a moment, guys. I'm gonna try and restart my computer.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
In the meantime, helpful advice segment by airport employee Spaz, also known as Ralakan.
Please don't mind the cams. That'll get fixed once we have Alex back with us.
Yes. Oh god, Tim's the lore keeper. This is actually an improvement. Don't tell anyone I said that. Was my mic on? Anyway.
Yes, don't be an asshole.
Yeah, Waffle, if you have the Stolen Cities roll and you want to pop into chat.
Well, no, because Waffle had one of us roll a d10, and I did, and I rolled a 10. And now I want to know what that was for.
Oh! Party appreciation, me.
Yup. Let's go, Ralakan. Let's fill some dead air.
Alrighty then. Alright. Cross. I mean, what else can I say at this point that I haven't already said? You're great at being a monk. You're amazing at just the extreme levels of sass and the prop comedy that you do sometimes with your hair and just in general overall is next level. I wish one day to emulate that. Maddie and Venelin. I love the direction that you're taking your character. I really love the direction that you're leading into the story and just overall managing everything at the same time is just great. You know, I aspire sometimes to take the best qualities of people and try to morph them into my own being, but I don't think I'll ever have like the patience to deal with this many people as you do, let alone my own actual job, which deals with hundreds of people at any given hour. I'll work on that.
I believe in you.
And Jason, like, putting aside the character, putting aside the roles, putting aside all of that, the art that you have done for the characters is so good. One of, if not my favorite artists for anything Dungeons and Dragons related. The one person who I trusted to do the first piece that I'm going to print out and laminate and hang in my room. And I still need to finish paying for that. Next paycheck comes in, I will absolutely. Yeah,
Awesome.
Waffle, all of this is his art.
Yeah. All of this was done by our very own Lucas, who plays Jason. And even though Alex isn't here, Spaz, say something nice about Alex.
Don't worry.
He's
he
super
won't hear you.
mindful. Like, he's always just like, when things get too far, and like, he'll be like, okay, no, I need to dial it back a bit. I'm sorry. He'll always catch himself. He realizes like, oh wait, this is a bad. Let me dial it back a bit. Or will be looking out on concern for other people. And not only as a DM in the middle of a game, but as a person, I find that to be a very high quality to look for. So if you have someone who's just like, damn, are you okay? See, for me, Alex is the type of person when he has like a lot of disposable income will come to you and ask you, hey, are you hungry? And he's like, yeah, but I don't have any money. And he'll just smack you in the face and say, I asked if you were hungry. I didn't ask if you had money.
Maybe not to smack you in the face, but yes.
Me specifically, he would smack me in the face.
Yep. Yes, he would.
He has picked me up and shook me a few times.
To be fair, he can do that. He's 6'7". Like, Alex is not a small man. But he definitely has a very large heart, and gives very generously to those he considers to be close to him.
Absolutely.
Literally, my computer would not have been able to be built on without his help.
He wants to help me upgrade my computer, actually. Hey, no worries. Shit, we'll do it for free because we're trying to fill airtime.
D4. Hold on. Someone roll a caltrop real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, oh god! I have to be really careful now because one of my D4s is missing. Oh god! Like, thankfully it's like not one of the metal ones that are super sharp, but it's like a plastic one. Oh, I will be right back. I need to A, turn on my air conditioning, and B, get something cold to drink because I'm starting to sweat.
Yeah, it's hot.
Indeed.
Hot damn.
Kind of makes me want to break out and start singing Summer in the City. But then I remember that would just make me seem old.
It's okay. I'll be old with you.
Yay! Although, to be fair, I am gonna be old. I turned 30 on Monday.
I'm already older than you.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I'm back, by the way.
Hello.
Welcome back.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm gonna be 30 in October.
91 babies!
Mm-mm.
Wow, Alex and I are the youngest. And Alex is the youngest here.
Yep.
Jesus.
We are the...
So, I have a question to ask. Just, I get, God, awful. Just so I get the okay to do this, can I ask a few questions about something that I'm planning on do on stream on Sunday? Or tomorrow at this point, I guess? Because I am also planning to do a stream tomorrow. Not within Dire Bear times. So...
It depends. Are you asking for what would quantify as trade secrets?
No, not quantify as trade secrets, just am I allowed to plug in at this time? If I...
Can you DM me what it is, and then I will tell you yay or nay?
Bet. Yep.
Mostly because, you're asking that out of nowhere, sir.
Do not watch Christian Medina's stream at this said link.
And it is not that we don't want to support our people, it's just... no, yeah, you'll be able to actually advertise that in the Town Crier channel, Spaz.
Oh,
tomorrow.
Cool.
Yeah. Town Crier is for anybody within our community on Discord who is streaming. If you want to share what you're doing, that's where you put it.
Awesome. Thank you. So I won't plug it in the middle of stream. Got it.
Preach.
Did you... Well, given the the level of profanity that we've used on this channel or this stream, I'm going to take my coffee jar that I have sitting over here and do prop comedy. As I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm now possessed to find pennies and show off this joke that this one old man showed me back at work.
Welcome, Precarious. Unfortunately, we are getting hit with a little technical trouble, so
enjoy some prop comedy.
Wait,
By our
no.
resident...
You realize that, no, that is actually... No, I can't do that.
Oh, no.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
I-
Did you just get me excited for prop comedy and now you can't do it?
Yes, I realize that. I think it's
Spaz.
a getting laid joke. Am I allowed to do that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Awesome!
as long as you're not being explicit about it.
It is very explicit about.
Like, I just don't want to hear I don't want to hear the mechanics coming out of your mouth.
Okay, no. It's just the act of. Got it. So let me just get the pennies out.
Because, I'm gonna tell you right now, I did, and, it was faded to black with Zistari on Monday night that after beating the shit out of this half-orc, she went back with him to his room. And they fucked. Yeah, something like that.
Alright. So, hold this up. It's a penny. Can y'all smell anything here?
No.
It's
Yeah.
1 cent. Here's 2 pennies. You see any fruit?
No.
It's 1 pear.
Oh my god, I'm gonna... If he just disconnects, I didn't do it.
You see 3 pennies here. How about any vehicles? Anybody?
No.
3 Lincolns.
Damn it.
4 pennies. See any snakes?
No.
4 copperheads. 5 pennies. See any pussy? Not for 5 fucking cents.
I can't even be mad at you for that one.
Love you, Christian.
Minus the fact that Canadians have done away with pennies, I feel like that one absolutely would have sounded better coming out of my mouth. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I had to burn them with horrible puns before I hit them with the joke of the gods.
Oh, did you, though? Because I feel like you didn't have to.
It's all about presentation.
You are
Yeah.
you are not going to tell me that it is all about presentation, sir.
Presentation.
I will murder you in your sleep.
God damn it, Waffle! No!
Okay, there once was a singer of old who then broke away from the fold. He won't give you up, he won't let you down, and in a word, you've been limerick rolled.
God fuck damn it, Waffle.
That needed to be preserved in our archives on YouTube.
Oh my god.
Also, just to let you guys know that this is actually a really good stopping point if Alex can't get his shit sorted,
Yeah.
which is
Yes.
what he did communicate to me. So,
So we'll give him like another 10 minutes.
well, he
Sounds
said he's
good.
going to try. What did he say he was going to do? He's gonna do a couple things and then see if his connection improves. Otherwise, I will give him till quarter after 10 minutes. Which I think is actually what Tim said. I'm so sorry, dear.
It's okay.
I've had 3 hours of sleep in the last 48 hours.
I just woke up before 7,
Yikes.
so I'm kind of in the same boat.
I had 100-degree fever today.
Would you say that you were shaking and shuddering all over?
There's a joke there. It's going over my head.
I know. And it's okay. It wasn't a very good joke.
Much like a PlayStation 5, not everyone gets one.
Uh,
That's just hurtful.
I mean, sure, but he's not wrong.
True. There is nothing incorrect about the statement that has been said.
Otter, I'm going to need you to take care of yourself, please, sir.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I totally understand if it was just a case of, I don't know what's wrong with me, I just can't fall asleep. I am almost afraid to ask for the answer. What sound do Egyptian geese make?
onk, onk. Thank you.
I am afraid, Waffle. What do you call a limerick said by an elderly pirate? I love that this is what our session to fill time has turned into.
I'm into it.
The rhyme of the...
Rhyme
Damn it. The rhyme of the ancient mariner.
So, I have a question about the claws thing. What'd that do?
Claws.
Like, if I'm clicking over the dire bear thing, I have the thing like spend claws. Like, I can send an alert, pick a card, redeem clause, and I can, like, get a player boon, a party boon, luck, etc., etc.
It's another way
Ah!
to affect the game.
Copy that.
Ah.
Now,
That
you can't
happens.
use it in a game that you're participating in.
Yeah, that would be kind of silly. It'd be almost like playing an EA game.
Pay to
So I
win.
wasn't allowed. So me throwing money at the
Well,
team.
no. If you're gonna throw money, that's a different story. But just using your claws, because you gather claws just by watching
Mm-hmm.
watching the stream. It's a passive game.
Ah, got it.
Yeah. I guess I could take this time to show off some of my extra little props.
Ooh, please.
Oh wait, we have
Well,
props that we haven't seen yet.
Well, I do have them. I've brought them up, but not to the point of like everyone has either. Well, some of them you've already seen, some of them you haven't. Here's my horse action figure.
You're
Nice.
Oh, thank you, Tim. Thank you.
Solid.
that's amazing.
Have you never? Wait, you haven't watched Monty Python and the Search for the Holy Grail?
I
No, I
have
think-
not seen a lot of it.
There are a lot of movies that I need to like sit him and Alex down to watch.
There is a request to see a close up of the cat. Tim.
Background cat of Tim's.
Okay, this is actually a fun little one. I got this from supporting a streamer.
Aww!
Oh,
This is for Good Times with Scar, who is a Minecraft streamer and YouTuber. This is actually a stuffed version of his little cat, Jelly.
Oh,
Very cute.
wonderful.
Only so many of them were made. This is number 3114.
Only a few of them were made. This is number 3,000 something. Excuse me?
Well, actually, no, only 3,114 were made. This was from Makeship. Let's see, what else do I got around here? Here are the glasses.
The Matt Murdock glasses, of course.
This was a birthday gift that was given to me by a friend of mine, which is my dice bag.
Very, very pretty.
We love that dice bag.
Very, very dragon scaly.
Let's see. Oh yes, how could I forget about you? Where did that puppet go?
It's our closing credits, friend.
Yes.
I can't seem to find the puppet. Have you guys seen the puppet?
No, Tim, I can't say we have.
No, he always seems to run off. He does show up by the time we end up closing up shop, so I'm sure we'll see him then.
okay, here we go. A math limerick in Stolen Cities. 12 plus 144 plus 20 plus 3 square root of 4 divided by 7 plus 5 times 11 equals 9 squared plus 0. Doesn't sound like a limerick to you? Try this. A dozen across in a score plus 3 times the square root of 4 divided by 7 5 times plus 5 times 11 is 9 squared and not a bit more.
Because that's what we needed. We needed to mix English with math even more.
I like math
It's-
limericks now.
It's just calculus,
Yeah, and then there's a follow-up.
which is an actual calculus one.
Yes, integral z squared dz from 1 to the cube root of 3 times the cosine of 3 pi over 9 is the log of the cube root of e.
This. I'm going to be the first to say I'm not okay with math.
I am also not super okay with math.
You're an accountant.
No. That is not math. Math is calculus. Accounting is not math. Accounting is actually mostly just tracking funds, which is not math. It's data entry.
I don't have any props or mathematical limericks to entertain y'all, so I've been drawing this capybara man with a nice pink cone on his
Amazing.
head. Potential new D&D character.
We love him. I have gotten a message from our illustrious DM. This is going to be where we cease for the evening.
Oh no.
So I will do our little bit of wrap up here. We'd like to thank you all for joining us. We know that we only ran for 2 hours, but unfortunately we encountered some technical issues on the DM's end his internet. And as such, we're going to call it here. So you guys should stay tuned. I am very excited to announce that we have a brand new game coming to our Sunday slot here with Dire Bear. Hold on, I need to get my notebook from the A Knight's Ransom, because that's where I have the title written down. Please hold.
Oh no, Breck!
Oh.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We have a new campaign set in... Oh, thank you, Otter. Where did you send it? There it is. Aha. Set in Vernheim, a medieval fantasy world ruled by monarchs and emperors all struggling to maintain power, because off in the far horizon, revolution and war. A new age is coming via the sins of the old and the new. I'm excited. This sounds really exciting. This will be taking up our Sunday slot from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Monday, we are back with another episode of the Troubleshooters. Tuesday will be another episode of the World at War, a game run on the Scion system, 2nd edition. So if you're interested in a game system that's not 5e, then please check out our Tuesday game. We have a game coming to Wednesday, hopefully in August, I believe is our tentative start date. That will be a brand new world brought to us by our very own JT. You have seen him on Monday night. You have seen him predominantly with me on Thursdays. And now we get to see him make his first foray into being the DM for Dire Bear. In addition to this, we will see some familiar faces joining him. Steve, for those who know who he is from our Monday night games, and for the brief time that he was on for Wednesday as the Skeleton Man, Steve will be joining JT for his game, along with some others. So you should tune in and see which of your friends has wound up on Dire Bear. Thursday, we will for sure be on with A Knight's Ransom. Assuming that my second COVID shot does not put me out of action for the week, we will be on Thursday before we are off for a week. I am going on the first family vacation with my family in almost 13 years. So we're going up to a cottage, and it's going to be fun. Which also means that we won't have session for next Saturday, but we'll be back hopefully the week after, assuming I have returned home by then. And not had to rush my brother to the hospital because he crashed his bike. Again. However, that being said, we'd like to remind everybody we are in the middle of a pandemic, so wash your hands, wear your mask, be good to one another, and remember, roar for initiative. Have a good night, everybody. Oh, gotta do it with the right hand, because my camera's off.